Well, hello there. Good morning. Welcome to the zombie apocalypse and to the first update of what I would call the big crafting and grinding time skip. So I think it's been like 5 days, maybe 6 days. I don't know. Who keeps track of time in the apocalypse? And we've been reading a lot, and we've been scaling up a little bit. So metalworking, we're almost at level 6. Welding, we're at level 5. I did the whole thing with the steel bars again, where I just cut them down with welding and then smelted them back together with metalworking. It's slow, it's like 20 XP a pop, but it basically doesn't cost any materials except for charcoal and, well, propane. But, I mean, so this is the last propane we have, thanks to the game deleting all my propane tanks, or rather turning them empty. So, eventually we gotta find some more propane, but I basically stopped grinding it up yet now. The other thing, we did some mechanics, so mechanics is also at level 5 now. And let me just show you what we were able to do with level 5. And a whole bunch of materials here, mostly like steel sheets, copper sheets, iron bars. Do you recognize that car over there? What, barely? Yeah, because we fixed it. Now, to be fair, there is one of the mods we have is the simple, no, not simple, car repair overhaul, which allows you to repair most parts. Like in the base game, the only way to repair, you can't repair a suspension, you just have to find another car with a better suspension and change them. And here you can, if you have an iron bar, you can partially repair the suspension. And there's lots of different materials you use. There's always one, iron bar is the best, steel bar, worse, iron pipe, yeah, forget it. Yeah, everything further down is just, yeah, if you have nothing else. So I've been doing lots of repairs that ate a lot of steel sheets, and well, overall, quite happy with the results. The other thing we can do with that increased... Oh, by the way, we have a new little crafting station here for taking care of the raccoon pelts and tanning them and, yeah, making leather. Come back here where most of our metal stuff is. Well, some of our metal stuff. We can make a front bull bar. Just double checking that it's not the front bumper we want. No, bull bar is the one that actually protects from damage. So we can craft that. The other thing, of course, we would want sooner or later is like the window armor and the windshield armor, which we're mostly missing, well, sheets, and then also apparently that crafting that bull bar ate through most of my propane. Okay, so you know, I guess that's all we're doing with the car for now. Let me actually just get this thing installed. I might. I don't know if I can actually install it or if I need a pipe wrench for that. Front bumper. You can go. And get the bull bar installed. Looks pretty nice. Well, it's going to look even better from the front. I'm not sure if we can do anything with this, if we can solve it there. But now we're just gonna place it outside the garage. So yeah, that's the basically the full first update that I want to give. So before in order to get some more propane, I think what we will do eventually, outside of warehouses, like all the propane in the warehouses here was empty, was hit by the patch bug. So the next best chance is probably just to actually clear down this road, all the fancy houses here, and some of them will have, well, all of them have garages, and some of them will have propane tanks in the backyard. That's the best thing I can think of. Like all the houses here, none of them have backyards, so they don't have barbecues out there. On this side, better chance. So we might do that before we actually start pushing towards the skyscrapers. What I'll do, though, in terms of the grinding session, I'm going to make a trip to the metalworking supplies that are still here. We need some more ingots, need some more steel sheets. Might also make a drop up here. I want to give us some more gravel and sand from the beaches and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, for you guys, I'll update you in a couple days with what else we've done. Welcome back. It's a couple days later here. A number of days, actually. I just thought I'd give you a little update on Raccoon City, which now has a population of 39 animals. This is fine. Thankfully, they don't drink a lot. They don't eat a lot. Like, even I never refilled the feeding trough from when we initially set it up, and it still has 100 grass in there. They have a little soccer ball I found that they can play with, and the inflatable palm tree and other stuff. They're having a good time. They're living the best life. Anyway, we now have a fully gravelled in workshop area. The path to the front still needs probably 1 or 2 more trips. I don't think I will what I was talking about, graveling up all the way around, because I think then it's gonna look too grey. You know, just leaving it to the workshop area, kind of fine. We also have this fancy thing here, a cooking pit. We wanna have a little barbecue out here. I built that there, and I think we can also just light it up to have a little bit of light back here in the evening hours. Farm is growing nicely, now fully caught in with a little sand outline. This thing, and empty again, just pull out branches left. I'm gonna do a wood collection trip one of these days here. Skill-wise, we are level 8 carving now. You know, a lot of medium handle production and not much else. Level 6 metalworking. I gotta read the next book. Mechanics still at 5. Yeah, I don't think much else changed. I did a little trip to the metalworking workshops or warehouses, so we got now a whole bunch of steel ingots and steel sheets and other materials here in this trailer. But yeah, also the clothing stands I wanted to put into the tailoring room if I find some place. And if you're wondering why I'm super muscle strained and in severe pain and agony here, and you know, so I've started utilizing the barbell. So instead of just sitting around and reading, what we've been doing here is go into the exercise tab, we'll do barbell curls for an hour. No, yeah, we can't do that. We're in too much pain right now. But then, you know, do that. You see that we have a fair bit of regularity here already, almost at the halfway mark. And then, you know, when we're out of breath, sit down, read a book. Once we're done resting, stand up again, barbell curls. You know, I wonder if I wanna go through, get some painkillers and just power through it. Running around. Now, when you exercise, your character always will unequip any bags. That's why the backpack and the belt and suspenders are out here. Let's see. Can we just brute force it? Need the painkillers to. Oh yeah, severe pain is not agony. Then you can exercise. Yeah, fully exercise, fully out of breath, sit on the ground, and read. And that's my life. Finish resting. Guess it's another hour of bubble codes. It's been paying off, honestly. I actually I've been power leveling that for 2 days, and each day was like 2,000, 2,500 strength XP. So that 60,000 actually doesn't seem that far away anymore. I'm not gonna just sit here and do this though for the next 10 days to get the next strength level. Be like 14 days. Screw that. But I kind of want to get the regularity up because then also the pain is going to be less severe. Oh, agony again. I don't think you can overdose on painkillers, can you? Severe pain only. Go, get to it, go. I'm feeling a little bit bad about this. I think the more reasonable way is to do this is probably to... Oh, no pain? A little bit pain. I'll show you pain. To really just, do one set of exercises every night and just keep doing it every single night, and also gets the regularity up, and you're not gonna have the huge negative impact. And I probably should have done that from the moment I found those barbells, which I think they were in this neighborhood, so we had them pretty much in the first week. So that's on me. I'm just so used very often to start with a character that has 9 strength, 9 fitness, so the whole exercising thing is not really something I've ever paid too much attention to. Outside of the 0 to hero run we did. I'll be able to do one more. There we go. I think we're gonna. That's enough for today. And then ideally you want to be eating, I think, meat products, meat and fish, to get like a protein modifier. Then you get more strength XP gain. Something like that. I've been basically living off of rabbits. From the traps, we're not killing our rabbits that are living next door yet. Ever. Yeah, that's a typical day that I've been spending here. Although I'm probably running out of books to read here soon. It's tomorrow I gotta do some harvesting here. Looks like the cabbage is ready to harvest. That's pretty much it. I just want to show you the end of day summary screen. We might need a little sleep and help here with the pain tonight. Carving book, red. Next. Metalworking 4. The one book we're still missing, butchering here. Just we drink a little bit of wine. Any alcohol in this game also works as basically as a painkiller. And then we can sleep despite the agony. And yeah, 1400 strength XP. So again, I've been doing it just for 3 days, right? Well, I did 1 exercise or 2 maybe on this day, and then this day I powered 2000 XP. This day 2,200, now 1400. It's getting there. It's getting there, you know? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can get the regularity 200 to fully full level, so we can just keep doing 1 or 2 sets of exercises each day in the future, and just keep at it. I wouldn't mind getting a point, or maybe 2 even, of strength over this character's lifespan. And yeah, just, you know, continue reading stuff and leveling up a couple more skills, and not suffering from too much pain here. Alright, see you in a couple of days. Well, here's another update. I was just trying to do a quick trip to get some wood from behind the base, right? And I come out here, and not only was there a zombie right at the gate, but I look down here the street, and there's like 5, 10, 20 zombies in front of this house. Repeated helicopters. Oh, that's the fast girl. I'm running out of daylight here. I wanted to get that done quickly. Well, I don't have any pain and agony from exercising. Outside a single zombie banging on a back wall. I was able to quickly dispatch thanks to the new sheet rope stairs. Quick access to the base. We can leave the rest for now. But yeah, this is areas that are... Don't you dare walk into my base here. Yes, we kind of considered secure. Like we've been all the way down there to that fire station. But watch out. I mean, we saw the other day at the gas station how there was suddenly another 20 zombies or so there. Maybe it was just 10, but you know, you get the idea. That's also a point where I've never seen a zombie in like ages. And out here, even considered using this area for foraging. One thing I wanted to do while I'm here is grab a large stone or 2. Also, I want to build a stone mill. We can turn rains, I guess, into flour. That's one of the few items in terms of the new crafting stuff that I've not built in the previous run, so something to experiment with. But yeah, so I'll grab some stones here, grab some wood from behind the base where we did the chopping, and yeah, next update in a couple of days, I guess. Alright, and here we are at the temporary end of the skill grinding timescape here. I did get 2 more levels in tailoring 4 now. Also, we have a fancy clothes rack here now with gear that we might use later. I don't know what else changed between the last update and now. Mostly, we are at 32,000 strength XP here, and at full regularity for the strength. So that's all fine. I need to find some green paint and a paintbrush. Get that door there painted up. Other than that, our newest addition to the workshop area is this wonderful little stone mill that allows you to make flour from corn or from wheat. And you can also get seed paste. The seed paste then allows you, over on the press here, to get oil, for which I then created the oil press. Is like a little wood crafting thing, like 2 planks, easy done. Stone block, cheese. Finally, use for cheesecloth. Didn't know what that was actually used for. So if we get some more flax, we can press some flax seeds into oil, make our own oil, or maybe even with the sunflowers here that are ready to harvest. I think I wait for them to be blooming. Yeah, but today is the day we actually head out again to punch some zombies. I still need to do some more graveling here. Overall, I think that was a successful little... Come on now. Successful little interlude. Now, there's one thing which I think I mentioned in one of the updates where we are completely out of propane. So my goal, I decided to shift goals. We're not heading towards the skyscrapers just yet. You know, just getting that one little more piece of thing in here and get some propane so we can work on welding. And in order to do that, we're gonna head over to the mansions along the river, where we already had started clearing the top 3, and hopefully in all the garages there and potentially all the gardens we might get. Yeah, we need just like 1 or 2 propane barbecues with propane tanks. Zombie in there. Did propane barbecue, did they? No. And yeah, look, these houses, they don't have anything. Like, there's no, not even regular barbecue, let alone a propane one. Did we do this? Yeah, I think I checked, like, this was kind of not as good as I hoped it would be. I don't think we cleared anything in this house. I might even, like, instead of looting all the houses here, or looting the houses fully rather, limit myself to a quick in and out. Garage. Shelves. Kitchen for snack. Where are the zombies? Pretty certain we haven't cleared it down here. Unless, once again, various helicopter events moved the zombies around that much. There's a decently sized group over there. It's a zombie with like a barbecue apron, so clearly there has to be a barbecue grill behind the house, right? Perfect. I feel like I've been lied to. Maybe it was just an enthusiastic cook and not a barbecue-y. What's this here? Like, same layout as our house. Ooh, the manual for the Humvee. Yeah, we did our little exploration tour down and then up again, and I feel like we saw way more zombies back then. I have no idea what happened to them. I mean, I have an idea what's happening to them now. They're getting knocked out. David. Did I? Okay, I have spare hatchets. We have so many hatchets now. It's kind of getting silly. To the point where I'm not even gonna bother with like sharpening. Like a good barbecue setup back here, and it's not. No, yeah. Clearly here more zombie sounds somewhere in the house, but I think I want to keep this brisk and efficient. One thing So a while ago, I was hammering with my meat cleaver on our front gate. And it didn't do anything. So meat cleavers, in build 41, meat cleavers were just as good as hatchets in smashing down doors. The whole reason why I was using the meat cleaver back then. Turns out the door damage from meat cleavers was drastically reduced. From, yeah, just as good as a hatchet now to basically don't bother. Use a hatchet or proper axe. We can make it all the way to the 3-car garage. Oh, that would be nice. That's kind of my goal for today here. You know, big garage, chance to have some propane in there. That is the wrong kind of barbecue. I think only easy foods here, jams, peanut butters, marmalades. Zone. I mean, we have mechanics so high that we can't learn anything from VHS tapes anymore, so there's no point picking that up. Driving into the driveway as if I own the place. Yeah, as if I rent the place, I guess. Nowadays. there's fishies in the pool. Like this feels very odd. You know, all the houses are basically open. Oh, no, cars on tape. Great, thanks. There's barely any zombies here. Great, but we're also not finding the loot we're looking for. We're going crazy. We understood. I'll take a welding torch. That's basically propane. Performance tire. I can ride outdoor, right? No, I don't think we can put regular tires on the Humvee. That's kind of special tires. That's slightly more zombies now. Run fast? Doesn't look like it. was already the big garage. Okay. Be lazy here. Nope, no barbecue behind the house. Rate of barbecues has been very disappointing, yeah. What kind of neighborhood is that? You pick up a meat cleaver? Sure, why not? 20 of those back in the base. I mean, I will take that. The manual, it's also nice, and I think, yeah, I'll take that corned beef. There's another zombie outside, but, you know, if he doesn't care about me, I don't care about him. That's not how you hold an umbrella, silly zombie. I'm gonna make it super hard to open it. When that happens, need to smash in a window there, unless we have a key for that place. No. Okay, anyone out here? This is a house I've had bases at, short-term or long-term, several times. It's just so nice with that big garage. Fairly certain it has a regular barbecue, so not propane. Yeah, in the back. Yeah, I remember. And I can't remember where I put my welding mask. What? We're going in here. It hurts always because you can't replace those windows, but we're not here for that. Why is this office loot? Was that office loot in the past? I don't think so. A little room, yeah. This is a little storage room. This is a cool load area, but yeah, not what we're looking for. Moving on. Say build 41, you way more often found like a basically a metalworking shelf in a garage, which had like then a paint tank, maybe some torches, bunch of metal sheets, that kind of stuff. Shaking my head, I'm like, really? He thought way more of these houses had a barbecue in the back. And so just running through the houses, just assuming they're all super empty. So apparently they are. You can check the kitchen on this one, but I'd rather get some more houses done. Now, I think when we did our scouting trip, this is as far as we got, right? I think we turned around after the free car garage house. Zombies here, lots of zombies there. Two guys there. Okay, I probably have to fight a little bit more here. These two are not bothering me. Okay, so clear these and then swing over to the house. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I don't need to sharpen my axes anymore. Now that I see that big red bar of difference between base weapon and head condition, I think we could go with a little sharpening here. Probably not get that done before these two guys reach me, so... Get over customers first here. Out. Insert in this here. Is it? I think this is the house where I based in on my highest kill count run ever. We played on 16 times zombie population and spawned randomly here in Louisville, around the corner. It's a grindy but fun run. No, I'm not sure it was. I'm fairly certain it was this one. Or maybe it was this one here. Yeah, actually, I think it was like the black metal fences, not the wooden fences. Getting late, and we have very little to show. We have 2 propane torches, which might be enough, you know, to get the windshield armor and the side window armor made. This was it. And it also doesn't have a propane grill. That is the wildest mid-animation kill we've had so far, I think. You push for one more? Think I'm crazy, yes. I want propane gas grills in this neighborhood, in this economy? What are you talking about? You can afford a tennis court. Nailed it. First try. First house we checked has a grill. And it's almost full. Okay. Did I not equip secondary? What happened here? To round it out, probably shouldn't. I was just thinking, let's drive across that parking lot, see what kind of, if we have any fancy cars nearby. Not like we need any additional cars, but no. If you've watched this channel for any amount of times, you know that in this game I end up collecting cars. So any place that has a big parking lot has somehow a magical attraction to me. Oh, now we ended up in the parking lot of the horse race course. How did that happen? See, you're not paying attention to the road, you're just talking, and suddenly the car takes its own turns. It's crazy, isn't it? Trailer. Get our medium leather. There's a Porsche. So we just ran over like 3 rats. Holy shit. You know what? I think I have just a sliver of an idea. Did I just run over one of the raccoons that was running away from the zombie horde here? Nice challenger there. Nice CUDA. But yeah, I think a lot of zombies got stuck on the fence line here. So, yeah, That's gonna be an interesting adventure at a future point. Don't even see the various rats and other small animals that I'm just running over here. And I'm feeling both sad about this, you know? Is the door open here? Oh, looted house. They still exist. I haven't fully disabled them. Yeah, on the one hand, I obviously don't want to kill all the animals. On the other hand, I don't want to damage my car. Why? I'm driving over the animals. Tragic, I tell you. I think we've been here, we've checked this trailer. That's the one with the 3 dead chickens inside. I think. Maybe? Yeah. This is the gas station south of our base. Back at the distillery. And we're out. Well, with that newfound supply of propane, you know what's gonna happen. Well, first of all, we're gonna check if we can just outright whip up the windshield and or window armor. We have the materials for that. I might have to do some material gathering. Need my welding mask. Need the torches that have a little bit left in them. And let's check here. So, for the window armor, we need some steel sheets, and for the windshield armor, we need more steel sheets. And we need a whole bunch of iron pipes. Get 6 in here. Gonna need 4 for the windshield, 2 for the side window. Okay, so we're gonna need 7 steel sheets. Yeah, we can get that done quickly. We did the warehouse trip. I'm not sure how many sheets we got from that. Give me an ingot. Move the ingot in there. Shield armor. Let's do that first. And then for the front window armor, we're missing 1 more sheet. All right, that's fine. What we can do here. Come back to our forge. And in order to make a sheet, steel sheet. gonna need steel blocks. Okay. So we can saw ingot into blocks. Now we're in range of all the tools, so oh, but that's the did we need 2 or 3 sheets? Some more coke in here until we see all the tools again. Okay. Not the idea. I think having like the forge here and then the crates on the other side opposite. It's easier to have everything basically in reach when you're standing at the forge. And window armor. Front left window armor, please. Oh, let me take the windshield. Flip this puppy around so we can see it. Now, of course, long term, you know, I kind of also want the other window and the rear windshields. A fully armored up car ready for the apocalypse. Wonderful. So, yeah, we did a lot with our skills, we did a lot with our gear. Time to actually stop messing around and tackle the real objective. From next episode on, we're gonna start pushing towards the skyscrapers. The goal is to reach the top of each of the, I think it's 3 super tall skyscrapers. We want to get to the top. Well, that's gonna be in the future, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.